Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is Not and we're playing more PLO. And right now it looks like we're playing PLO only on Run It Once, suits me just fine. Actually, heads up, let's call here. And I think oh gosh darn it, that's gonna be a problem for the summer. Like my mic is picking up the fan blowing there. Figure something out. Alright, let's just check once more. I'm sure I might be calling here if he bets at this point. I do have a 6, I have a jack. Blocking straights, he might be betting now, having checked all the way. I guess he leaves the table. Okay, no worries, we have a different table over here. Just for the time being, we can put up a microgaming table as well. Ooh, wow. Ooh, yes, please. Please don't wait for the big blind. I don't care if I post like right under the gun here. We have this gentleman on table 1, Leica 9, who is pretty much on the top of my list of people I like to play against on micro. So yeah, I don't mind posting here at all. Just me? Eh. Not sure about just checking there. Then again, can always rely on Leica raising here. How long she's been, or he's been at the table here. But judging by the fact that a lot of people are calling the raise, and by the fact that she or he is deep. I don't know, I keep saying she now. Imagine I like her to be a female, I guess. Right. Spot right away. I mean, coming over the top is an option. Now we have 3 pairs and no club. Not that nice. Okay, with the check, huh? We block most sets except of 6s, of course. Redskins! Nice to see you here again, Redskins. I think I'll let it go. How's the Tuesday treating you? So, we found a new PLO 20 table on Run It Once. That is awesome. Yeah, but this table we're sticking around at. For now. Right, I think calling is fine. So we have a top pair, a spade blocker, make that 2 pair. I don't think there are many 5-7s out there. Not ideal. Check and then decide between check calling and check folding, I guess. With a spade in my hand, I'm gonna go ahead and call here. And Jack 6 as 2 pair is no good against King 8. So, 3 tables on Run It Once, one of them being, i.e. table 4 over here, being PLO 10 for the moment. Of course we have Leica here. Good for action. Yeah, so our all-in equity adjusted results against Leica in, what is it, 175 hands. is that we're up $138 against her. Like, that number over here, I don't think you can see all of it. Especially enough if Devon is in the red, means we're up, like this one here. Oh, now you can see it. Alright, this table went down to heads up, I guess. Yeah, so with the new patch, which still hasn't been officially announced, we're still ironing out stuff, looking for feedback. There are games going across the board now at PLO. We have 8 entries at PLO 10, 20 at, 11 at PLO 20, and 33 at PLO 50, even 3 entries at PLO 200, so here we're good, and I would assume here we're good as well. Wait, did we just one down there? On table 3? Oh, he made a king 7 on the turn. Well, that's a pity. Got snap called here, which means we're always good. As in, if you don't get raised, I suspect we're good there a lot. Giving us yet another pair. And an open-ender at this point. Marsitco! Nice to see you here in the channel. The patch predominantly solved stability issues, which were, you know, huge. Not for all the players, but I mean, it's a huge thing that they were solved, and we certainly had our fair share of crashes on this channel. And so, now we're taking this one down, and here we get a hand on the Leica table here. Hang on now. Continue the train of thought in a moment. Just gonna pot it here, even 3 ways, it's iffy. It is proper iffy, but man, I don't know. Check it. Ooh, that's trouble. That is trouble. However, well, not right now, actually. We tripled up with bear aces there. We faded everything. Here we're gonna come over the top right away. I raised, he came over the top initially, and now we flop 2 pair here with a gutter. And we're good so far, I think. No! Wasn't that just brutal? Right, so they fixed stability. Some showdowns were way too fast. Split pots were seemingly pushed in the wrong direction, like the graphics were wrong there. Sometimes when you set out, when you got automatically set out, you could not rejoin the table. You had to leave the table and rejoin the pool. And what else? I think those are the major ones. So I got a new PLO 20 table here as well, which I'm gonna move in this spot in a moment. Get rid of the PLO 10 table. Actually, I could probably, yeah, I'll leave the heads up table actually around on the PLO 10 table for now. Here we got called on the turn, strangely enough. Take it down. There's stuff going on all over the place. Going with this still. Okay. Take it easy on Kippery. You on any of my tables? Well, yeah, I saw that he's streaming, so he's bound to be on some of my tables there. If he's on the heads-up table, then he shall be safe from me in a moment. And also, welcome back, Frenchie. Leica raises us up here. Need to let this go, unfortunately. Now we need to close the PLO 10 table as well, because we got one more PLO 20 table. Good here, straight. Sure, fine. Oh, sorry, this one. Yeah, not falling. We're planning on playing as many hands as we can against Leica there. The rare treat to see her on one of our tables. I'm just sticking to the she now. This has been decided. Let's see, is she in any more tables? Nope. Ooh. Yeah, and actually they seem to have fixed them properly too, the stability issues in Marseille Go, because we had crashes in the first 2 days, but I am almost 100% positive that all of them were related to server issues, because they kept taking down the servers, and you know, that's when we crashed. And ever since the servers have been up, we have been up reliably, we have not had a single crash. Everything is fine. Like, let me know if you can hear the fan there. I can see that my mic is sort of like registering something there when I'm not speaking, which, you know, happens rarely. But if my oscillating fan gets picked up by the mic, let me know. I'll do something about it. Trouble here is that she's gonna re-raise a lot. Or not very foldy at all. For the life of me, I cannot tell you why I'm in this hand. I would assume like these people set out and I was in the big blind or something, because I have no idea why I would be in here with in a cent pot there. It completely beats me. I didn't pay attention there. So with the nut flush blocker, we're gonna keep firing here. Hopefully successful. Oh. Oh, cool, cool. And actually they're really looking for feedback as well around it once. They sent me like they wanted to have feedback on a survey they're sending out. They're sending out to only a few users right now, and they're gonna send out more broadly soon. Oh yeah. That's an awesome sign. It's not a burst flop. I really don't want to get shoved upon here. Nice. Double paired kings on the microgaming on the Leica table. Who always obliges and raises. We're 3 binds deep effectively against her. I think it's still on RIO. It's still sort of okay to call here. I don't want to bloat the pot. Even though we're going to be playing this 3-ways a lot. So, looks like we're playing a session with Kipperi. If you want to check out what's going on his channel, then you head over to Kipperi. You can, if you don't know how to spell it, it's like a YYKYYBERI. I think you can also see it in the streamer section of the Run It Once Discord. Also a fun channel. I don't mind giving him a shout out at all. Okay, and I'm making a flush here. We're gonna call. Should come to it. Not, we're gonna bet. Down here we got called and take it down. Buying 6-5 by the nut straight. Yep, calling here I think is okay. Sorry. Checking there, of course. Checking once more is probably the better option, to be honest. Yeah, then again. Really not looking to get raised. Because if we do, then it's basically never as a bluff. I don't think I've seen that below 20. So Frenchie, if you're watching what's going on Kipperi's channel as well, how's he doing? I hope he's sitting on some stacks. Uh-oh, you got raised. Really? Sorry. Kinda curious. I guess like an ace deuce is definitely in there. It's called though. Well, the ace deuce was in there. Even better was that he had a pair of threes going along with it. Flopping the full house. And Leica couldn't help herself with the nut straight on a full house and flush board to boot. Someone make a straight here. Then check all the way. Being a raise pot blind versus blind. Called here. Take it down. Sorry. I'm actually not entirely sure if this is a squeeze here. It might not be. Unfortunately, I think checking is probably the better thing to do. Now, that gives us a gutter and a second nut flush draw, plus the blocker, allowing us possibly to represent the parade here. Oh, so much for representing. Let's check this out. We were in the big blind. Squeeze. Let's go with big blind squeeze cutoff, because this lady here was sitting out. The ace king 10-7. Oh. Oh, I thought it was a big one. Oh, I like her being involved. King 10. No, it's fine. Ace king 10-7 is a raise call. Or a squeeze call. Double gutter, huh? Actually, no, just a gutter. Two backdoor flushes, three ways. Check, try to see a turn here. King high flush draw is coming in. We like her left, so shall we. In a moment. Whew. Wow. I'll take that then. Alrighty. Let's join an additional PLO 10 table. Stick to run at once if we can. Because what we haven't seen is the other new feature of the client, that of the blue background. So you cannot possibly miss any huge splashes coming your way. Frenchie. Yeah, I was just curious if you're watching Kipperi's stream and how he's doing. He's up for the day. And again, guys, tell me, like, I have a fan in the background and I see the mic is picking up something from it, but I'm not sure if anything is audible there, if you hear anything. If you do, it should be there every couple of seconds, every 10-15 seconds. If that's the case, let me know and I'll reposition the fan. So, pure run at one session for now, it seems. I like it. Good sign. 37 entries. I can actually just show you the PLO pool. I don't think there's much going on PLO. Well, actually, No Limit has gotten some more action. 12 entries in No Limit 20. That's nice. And you know, PLO has action through all the stakes up until PLO 200. I don't think this is solver. Sorry, I don't think this is solver approved, but let's go for it. Of course, if we get raised, we'll drop it. Not a very happy flop. He seizes the moment, huh? Okay, okay, okay. Decent pass happening up here. So for the day we're down a little, not huge, like 2 buy-ins. Micro. Ooh, we're running over EV on micro, how neat is that? Yeah, 2 buy-ins down for now. Didn't help that we lose a big one there. Earlier with 2 pair on PLO 20 heads up. But it's not like we were hugely ahead there, so it's fine. Wasn't a proper bad beat. Cents more, yes please. Flop a open-ender and a pair. Vector flush draw, I guess, as well. Well, don't mind if I do. The nuts, huh? Certainly would lead out here with other hands as well. Dominantly blockers. Fives. Fours. Do my usual thing. Alright, cool. You do your thing, Frenchy. It's been working out for you. I'll let you know when one of the huge splashes comes our way. I'm still looking forward to hearing the other good big news, or the other surprise. But I understand you want to wait for more regular speaking in the channel, and I'll be patient. What's going on here? Go. Well, that is a rather nice flop, even 5 ways. So we are blocking straights a little bit by holding a 9. Question is what the bet sizing is here, and I think we can't do anything but pot it. Yeah. I think smaller doesn't really make a lot of sense here, I think. The thing, and it happened, we got raised. Oh. Now that's rough. Giving us a flush, so far we're alive, and we take it down. A little bit lucky on the turn, and then avoiding a little bit of bad luck on that river. Certainly helping. Also helping is getting dealt an ace-ace queen deuce, single suited to the ace. Alright. It's queen, jack, deuce, single suited here. And raised, huh? Who we can raise by? Doesn't matter, we don't know any of these people just yet. I think I will, because this guy's gonna put it all in, not reopening the action, so there's gonna be some extra money in there. Well, tells you what I know. Leaves the 10 cents. That was just 10 cents anyway. Deal, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, yeah, perfect. Down here, things are interesting. There was the same guy who came over the top earlier. Rainbow ward, I mean... Come over the top, certainly. Then again, we only have the top pair. That's not a very nice river. King Queen 9-6 squeeze with it. I don't think it was, well, it was sort of a squeeze, I guess, because everybody else had limped. But yeah, agreed. Not that you write it out like that, I'm not either. Also not a fan of how I played this hand. Where is here? Single raise pot, flop and check check. I'm a fan of now betting there, and we take it down. I mean, with the king, top pair of kings there, top kicker, I think the flop call is alright. On the jack, maybe sometimes a lead fold with a 10 in my hand there. I don't know. Yeah, I think that might have some merit to it. So I'm taking, since nobody's saying anything, that you cannot hear the fan in the background whenever it oscillates around. And the stream had to start a little bit later. I finally got around on my day off yesterday to watch the final season of Breaking Bad, and I only had the final episode left. And I needed to watch that, man. I couldn't go on stream and keep in the back of my mind thinking like, man, I wonder how this is gonna end. I wonder how this is gonna end though. Us having aces here. Like this, closing the action here, we're gonna call up and open ender back to flush draw. Yeah. I think I don't need to, actually. I think I have a distinct feeling that that's a fold. Agreed, Frenchie, agreed. Let me check it out right now. We were like under the gunish as well. More aces on this table, huh? Jack, deuce, single suited. Yeah. Ace queen jack 5 would be a raise fold. Ace queen jack deuce shouldn't even be a raise there. Always ready, Frenchie, always ready. Not quite sure my answer is gonna be satisfactory, but I'll take the question always. The answer is 20 horse-sized ducks. Oh wait, duck-sized horses. Ah, I'm assuming it's a different question. Yes! So far so good. Pretty when you get EV, when you get squeezed, yep. Button plus small blind, okay. So far so good. I'm with you. Really, heads up against the tight aggressive? I don't think so. I don't know the PLO 10 table, because I have the itch to play some run at once there. Hang on. Squeezed. That is an excellent question. I don't know. I have to say, I don't know. On here, fan. Good to know. Well, over here. 3 in my hand. I'll take this king. Don't know what call. Oh, okay. Cool. Toby's to the rescue. Also, welcome back, Toby's. Took it down. So, table 2 here and table 4 down here are PLO 10 right now. Sorry, PLO 20, of course. Well, cool that you know that answer, Tobis. Nice. Yeah, seeing that bot message there, I wonder how much longer my YouTube channel is gonna exist. Not that I'm, you know, getting that much use out of it, but it's nice to have a spot where all my streams are being archived too. With the recent crackdown by YouTube. But it's not quite clear yet if that is because the videos they are removing have like affiliation links underneath. Like, you know, sign up through stars and get extra or get a bonus of this and that. Which is something I do not have on my YouTube channel. So I don't know, maybe I'm safe. Ish. But it's not a good sign for the future. I might want to look for another haven there. I know there's a thing called PocoTube. I don't know if I can upload stuff there. We'll see. I mean, what would give any other video site a push would be if Twitch offers it as an export option. Because right now you are able to export stuff from Twitch to YouTube at the click of a button. Ace is down here on the PLO 10 table. Oh right, we have the bounty tournament going on. Hang on, let's register that. I'll can use up some points there. Took that one down last time I played it. It was pretty funny for like 30 bucks in total. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it's a tournament on microgaming. Like €5 buy-in, half of that is bounty, non-progressive. Every time you take somebody out, you get 250. Just move that over here. And it's usually more like a large sit and go. This time they actually had like 18 runners, from what I see. Certainly among the small stacks. So there are some people I can take out on my table, actually. One. As I said, just a way for me to use up some points I get there that I can't use for anything else. I'll bring it over should something interesting happen. Don't think that should be called. I'm not gonna. Double suited, sure. Not the Broadway cards we want. Not that nicely suited, but still. Heads up, it's certainly fine. get it down to heads up here. Just completing is also fine. Maybe, you know, to complete with something a little bit stronger than some of my other hands I complete with. Doing it with this one would be fine as well. Usually a hand I avoid playing. We introducing them, but blind versus blind is fine. I had noticed that this guy is so short, otherwise I would have either folded or put him in pre. Pair of nines takes it down here. A little bit of a happier occasion. Tube, what? Yeah, I don't know, I just heard the idea floated in on Reddit. I know there's some competitors to YouTube. Generally speaking, I've never really looked much into them. But maybe I and another couple of other channels will need to. YouTube keeps up its poker content banning ways. There we go. Actually, get out. Cutter versus MP. Nope, should be folded. This most likely, yeah, oh sorry, with the 4 here it shouldn't be called. Because we're all super deep, I guess. Happening here, we have 3s with overcards and the flush draws, what went in? Okay. That's weird. Let's bet it. Strange, see no bet there. Okay. Oh, that is certainly nice. I think we might need to add in some microgaming tables soon. One I like. Let's put the squeeze in here with double-suited aces. Ooh, more aces on table 1. Ooh, we get raised on table 1, that's awesome. We get a whole bunch of callers, this is less so. Yeah, we need to let this one go. I actually use all in, but still, we have her behind, that's a stupid spot. get to play for it all. That's a little nicer. Aces against aces. Woot! Kippery! Kippery and the gang. Well, I give you a shout out, but everybody in the channel knows you, Kippery. And so they should. Coach, long-time coach for poker strategy, made hundreds and hundreds of videos and articles there. Give us your gold. Well, I'm fresh out of women. I left my gold in my other pocket. So, thanks everybody for coming over. In case you don't know me, my name is Nut Raisin and I stream PLO a lot, as in every day basically. No, not basically, I do this every day, except Mondays where there's my day off, and I do it full time. Stream PLO 20. Right now, looking to move up in the not so distant future, hopefully. But for now, this is what it is. And a lot of 8s here for us. Actually gonna size up here a little bit, since we have that much of a harder time making the full house here. Okay, well, really? Take it down here, I mean... Nah, hate everything about the spot. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Don't do me in with the spade, come on! Ah, Jesus! Wow, we had her in... we were in much better shape than I assumed initially. Gosh darn it. Just the ace here. Gonna call here with the extra money in the middle. Being a splash pot and all. So, excuse my manners, Kipri, how did your session go? Took a few binds off of us, I assume? Now, we have a double gutter on top of our flush draw there. We should bet this too. Gonna bet it once more. I join in and it's Aces Mania. For you, I hope. Here, that's mighty nice. Did you see a huge splash yet on the new client, Kippery? I haven't seen a lovely new blue background yet. It was a weird play with the aces and the spades on that board. Like, as soon as I raise again, I mean... Guess she decided to hope her spades are good, and turns out they were, so... Who am I to argue with success there? Not sure how kosher this pre-flop race is here. Now that both of them check twice, we're gonna go in for a pot size. We also have a flush draw as backup. Full house outs. It's fine. Ooh, okay. Got it to the nuts, back to flush draw and the bottom set here. So I would say full house for her, so to question King 10 would have bet a lot of the time here. Or we could kinda discard. Oh, right. Aces Mania on this on the stream, on this stream. I get it. I'm sometimes a bit slow, as you well know. Your profit, nice. 2.5 buy-ins, can't argue with that. You put it in 2 terms of buy-ins. Here's fine for starters. 5th proper session in a row after big cash out. What? Alert the authorities. That is remarkable. Nice. Happy to hear it, man. It is unbelievable, right? Ah, they probably haven't implemented the cash out curse yet. They only got around to the move up curse. Yeah, like, ask me all about that. We could go for the check raise. Like, either we see check down. Just does a check raise make sense? Doesn't really. No, it doesn't. That was the initial raiser here. I don't think that's an easy one to buy. Haven't had any big splashes either, huh? Yeah, rigged, man. Must be rigged. Ooh. Not here? Yeah, so me neither. I've seen the 500 euro splash on PLO 50 off stream. When I was playing PLO 50, when the chart was still going on. He timed out. Okay, he saved 60 bucks, but still. How does that work? I know, Kipri, I saw. Your 10-7 deuce deuce and spring no deuce shows up. Man, I would have been too. That would have been horrible. I've seen that video, Kipri. Seen that video. Pretty funny too. You seem not to be too mad about it. As in, you seem to be able to cope. So in position here, 3-bet pot, we're not checking, we're definitely c-betting. Wow, that's gonna be an interesting one. Giving us middle set, not blocking straights, not blocking spades. Okay. Well, now we have a gutter as well. Get raised here, and that's unfortunate. We're gonna let it go in a moment. Yeah, I think then you're done for the day. If you time out in a 100 BB splash pot, and you would have won it. That's it for the day right there. Deuce deuce flopping, exactly. Thing is that if he had called, it would have been a different flop. I'm not sure if that's how it works on run it once. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying that's not how it works. I'm just not entirely sure. I know that's the case on stars. Oh wait, I'm showing you the wrong spot here. Locking 8s pretty heavily without having an 8. As in a lot of hands that would have an 8 have cards in them that we have as well, and unfortunately reality apparently doesn't agree. No raise, yeah, I agree. Really doesn't make a lot of sense there. Yeah, I thought better of it. Like, had he been, or she been the initial raiser, then it's a slightly different story, but even then, not by much. huge help, that ain't. Import here. Yeah, I shouldn't have called here. I kind of misread my hand there. Didn't see the 4 for what it was. End up making 2 pair though. Let's just pot it. Hoping to take it away right away. Playing a big one here. Top set takes it down. Get raised, huh? Top 2, top 2. That's pretty much that. Here in a 3-bet pot, where I was the 3-better. I flop middle set. Good to me. I think here money is going in at this point. We have the open-ender. I don't think we have a lot of fold equity, but still. Really? 4-5, just well, the low wrap, it's not that horrible. If we get raised, here we put the money in a little bit happier. Gets there in the end with a pair and an open-ender. Really? Is that how the day is gonna go? Okay then. Scaramanga, nice to see you here. Welcome back, Scaramanga. Yeah, it's not easy playing poker during the day right now here in Germany. It is pretty hot. Over 30 degrees hot. So 2 nasty beats there. Well, at least 1 nasty beat, the other one was fine. With the wrap and the flush draw. The other one was slightly nastier with just the top pair and the open-ender. Right, the PLO 50 shot, well that's like 2 or 3 weeks in the past now. And no, we didn't. First 3 days I have to take the blame myself, I really didn't play my A game. And then I started playing, in a way that I was happy with. And then the reason to be unhappy was the dealer. Like we got clobbered by the dealer on Sunday, like 2 weeks ago, Sunday I think, something like that. The last session on PLO 50. The amount of money we lost with sets and or top sets to runner stuff was astounding. Certainly was something special. But since then, recovered blind versus blind. I'm not folding here. Okay, flop a very decent wrap on a rainbow board. I think I'm going for the check raise here. Hot size, huh? Let's wait for when I'm still gonna do it. Backdoor flush draw as well. And some fold equity, although this was the guy, yeah, with the aces now I'm remembering, so probably not a lot of fold equity there. Aces again, but this time they're no good, my friend. Get there right away on the turn, and being at 100% on the turn is sweet. So, got a buy-in back. Phew. Follow that hand up by aces. Call. Right, so yeah, since then things have been going much better. Last week the run bet didn't follow to PLO 20, and last week we took down like 30 buy-ins? 28, I think. 28 is the exact number. Okay. So a new PLO 20 table opens up, so I'll ditch table 1. The PLO 10 table up here. That's only 3-handed. Tight aggro, huh? Closing the action, I think I'll call it. Pseudo days, pseudo Broadway cards. Solver position on that. Good ace king 10 3, right? Right. I think it's a raise fold, to be honest. Yeah. And here, half pot, huh? Let it go. Yeah, so the new plan, Scaramanga, is that I will wait for full 100 buy-ins until taking the next shot, and that way I won't need to red hole aggressively or anything like that. Can from the get-go play a little bit deeper, or will be comfortable playing a little bit deeper. Also, I got, you know, the moving up jitters, I guess, sort of out of the way as well. As in, I'm now used to the stakes, to the pot sizes once more. Yeah, off to an unlucky start, and it didn't get any better than from like Thursday on. I think it's when I found my footing at PLO 50. Sorry, I keep saying PLO 20. Now we have showdown value. He's not gonna fold. Good thing I noticed the stack size in time here. In fact, we're behind here a lot, but not gonna get her to fold. I could have noticed that on the turn, then I wouldn't have made the blocker play here, I think. Wow, just quads and we get action. Jesus Christ, okay. I guess it's 5, so what's going on here? No, just straight draw. Okay then. Just gonna call, is fine. Well, it depends. You can certain times. There's no blanket answer for that, unfortunately, Scaramanga. On the whole, I prefer to play as much as I can on run at once. There are some times when playing on micro is certainly serving me a little bit better. But not that often. Here we make the flush draw on top. The happiest spot. Here it's blind versus blind, and I could have bet here. Actually, I would have preferred a bet. Go with it now. Right now, right? So if you're asking right now, check. You know, I see tables on micro with a pretty large average pot size, but I don't see any obvious spots, at least not people that I have in my database that I played against. So I would give the shout out to Run It Once right now. This very moment. Really? Comes out with the lead here, huh? Okay. Whew. Take that turn. Come over the top. Table 1, I took it down. Guy seems to be a little bit nutty. You see me earlier when he put all that money in with a pure open-ender. I think on a paired board. Like even if it was more than an open-ender, it was a paired board, and that was something you don't see all that often. So I don't mind ISOing here, because we can call a raise. Like we can't, and we flop a flush draw. Happy to check behind, really don't want to get raised now. And we've seen that he doesn't like folding. Wow. He wants to make another pot size bet now at this point. Also don't have any other high clubs here. So you're gonna go for the raise right now. Get like smallish, hopefully. It'll keep him in. Awesome. Let's stay nutty. Sorry, here we have aces as well. Aha, and we flop. Pretty huge for now. Getting some blinds back. He used them. He was breaking down, but I'll stick around as long as I can here. I think coming over the top once more. Probably not bad. We flop pretty huge here as well. Down to heads up. And take it down pretty awesome. But here, I don't mind coming over the top right now. So in regards to the pot size, pretty sizable bet. Wow, we flopped pretty huge over here as well, where we came over the top. Gonna go with the small bet sizing this time, because we're crushing this board pretty well. Yeah, unfortunate. Very unfortunate, Mr. Bond. Taking this one down, I decided to be a little bit sticky here. Nope, this time I had a hand, huh? This one's getting a little bit more interesting. Yeah, and Scaramanga, it looks like you'll be able to form your own opinion about the action on microgaming soon, because it looks like we need to add some tables in from them. Make a straight, I mean, at this point we're not really getting called by much that we beat. Be a really stubborn set, but I really doubt it. Still, gonna go with the small bet sizing once more. So we're either good or we're splitting here. Turns out we're good. We be good. So close. Turn? Just gonna check it this time. Gonna overdo the betting. Okay. Open ender plus flush draw. It's a tight passive, huh? I think I'll let it go instead of taking one off. Okay. So, microgaming table coming up here in place of this table in a moment. Up this one. Top two, huh? Top two. It's a start. Add a flush draw to it. Might be trouble sometimes, but if he checks, probably not. Nice. Again here, I think the point is to play as many hands as we can against this guy. Drop a gutter and a flush draw, that's a good start. Take one off. Somebody who bets fairly liberally. Okay. Okay then. Ooh, we have a red tag on this table. I'll put it on the side, because I think one of the other tables is gonna break at some point as well. In a splash pot, let's go for it here. with a one gap rundown, although the gap is at the top, which at least the solver doesn't like much, from what I've seen. Three ways, we're just gonna check and give up. That will make it so much easier. Double paired queens, huh? With jacks. Even offsuit, that'd be a decent start. So we are gonna call a raise here. And raised we get. Okay then. Oh, they're playing a decent one. Flopped straight without any backup there. Okay. Take one off. Might or might not slow him down. Oh, straight flush. Did I see that right? Yeah. Let's do it. Wait, are you considering folding here? I mean, that would be like a lottery win. Come on! The second time he did that to us, drawing out on us on the river. Spot where we weren't doing horribly at all. Man, man, man. He decided to raise because I've been folding a lot on this table. And this guy is folding a lot when he gets raised, so if he 3-bets here, I'm gonna pay extra attention and tighten up considerably. Okay, so gonna let him go. Get double paired aces down here. Might get interesting. Unfortunately, Don folds. Not so interesting then. Okay then. Better this time, huh? For another bet there. Give some hopefully bad news. Yep, money's gone in. SPR is 1.5, just a tad over. Take it down. So here I wound up in the pot. I was the initial raiser. No, hang on. Anyway, I was closing the action when I called 3 or 4 ways, so I think we were getting the price. Usually not a spot I call. I guess that must have been that all in there. Let's call here with a pair in our hand. Yeah, some got shot for the way, right? I know, for the win, I know. I know. Pretty funny. Here we have an open-ender. A fine one to lead, actually. All the 6s. I'll take one off because I'll lead on all the clubs as well. A happy card. There's a really slim chance if he checks it real good, but... yeah, that was... and he did it to us twice so far. This session, if it's indeed still the same guy. Yeah, it is. It is. Under the table for 67 hand. Yeah, same amount of hands I have been there. Actually giving us some equity here. Did have that king, yeah? Actually made a straight as well. I was hoping basically bear aces, bear hearts. Like a pair from the board, not hopefully not king. Made a similar call earlier and that was good. I think in this afternoon session. Unfortunately this one didn't make me look like a genius there. Too bad. See how these aces are gonna make me look. Alberto gonna do it once more. Nope, not this time. Well, kind of digging this flop. All the flush draws, a gutter. Giving us yet another gutter. Cool. Oh, was that actually you, Kippery? The gut shot there? No, you don't play short, do you? Yeah, now I'm catching on. That might have been you there, Kipri, huh? Okay. Queen 10-8, single suited in hearts. Hmm. So we end up with a pair of 10s here. We're playing for Pokemon. Top 3 pair, no flush. This guy is awesome. We've seen him put money in. Ah, too bad. Put money in very light earlier as well. So here we got here. I really doubt it. Oh, we are. Oh, was it what I know? One is interesting. Top and bottom and the flush draw, so I'm gonna bet here. Here I check the cards. We make the flush draw. I think this guy made a stack. Made all of his stacks off of this guy there. Just left. The guy you don't see anymore. Get a fold up here. Take it down. Sixes, really. Okay, I'm starting to form a slightly different opinion about this gentleman as well. There we on paired boards. I think we can get away with a small bet sizing here. Probably achieves the same thing on this kind of board. Where no flush draws are possible right now. No flushes are on the board right now. Having absolutely no well, very little short on value, let's put it like that. Don't mind going for the bet here. Too bad. Just a top pair, huh? Okay, stabby and call happy. Noted. I'll take that then. Okay. It was a little bit different. Also not gonna come in for the check raise. Just called. Oh, that's you, Lucius, huh? Oh, it's all good. Nice to see you go. Nice to see it go to a friend of the channel. Right, just gonna check here. So, friend of the channel on table 4 here. Let's do in a proper shirt. Orange, friend of the channel shirt. Here we flop decent. Sort of a... wasn't a pot size raise, which is why I called in a big blind. Winter Cheese! Ooh, nice to see you here, Winter Cheese. Well, everybody in the channel knows Winter Cheese, but I'm gonna give you the proper shout out no matter. Came back from a hiatus, Winter Cheese, and now with the new Run It Once patch, has proclaimed that he's gonna stream much more PLO 50 in the coming months, so yeah, keep an eye on his channel. Thanks for the host. Welcome over, everybody. I hope your session went well, Winter. And my name is Nut Raisin. I am playing PLO 20 currently on Run It Once, and I do it pretty much every day, except for Mondays, which are my day off. And I do it full time. Fairly successfully since Run It Once opened. Used to be a short stacker before, way back in the day. Was a limit hold'em player. Oh, no, not Winter Cheese. Lucius left here. Fair enough. Still have Dawn to our right. Was pretty fun earlier. It's quieted down a little bit apparently. Wow, wow. Well, ain't that a flop? Now... one off done. I mean, call heavy. That's... well, I'm glad I had you pegged correctly there. For those who just joined, the Lucius was on our table over here, and those were the notes I took on him. Stabby on the paired board. Although, truth be told, I think you were c-betting there. Didn't call happy. On a very straight draw heavy board, or straight heavy board in the end. When he looked me up with the better hand and took it down. Table 1 broke down, so I'm gonna let this one go. I have a feeling we were playing against the Lucius here as well. And nice deck he took down there. Well done. Just a good customer. I wish. So I don't think we've seen this guy check raise. The problem I have. Can let it go. On the plus side, I brought over the additional PLO 20 table from Micro. Which doesn't seem to be that exciting right now. Can we do better? I think we can. Table with 2 unknowns out there. Yeah, I just figured it out, Lucius. Good game and good luck. The same to you. Sleep tight, man. Well played. Happy to see you winning. Almost folded here. Just noticed that I have top 2. Hope we win a huge one here. Oh, we're up against jacks. Come on, we need a king. That's not immensely helpful. Not helpful at all. Not our day, huh? Winter cheese, eh? So-so. Some nasty beats and some setup spots. Not, you know, like huge bad beats, but got the money in well predominantly, I would say. So I think we're down a little. Actually, on run it once, we're down a bit more than I'd like. Check. Might help. So also, I think we need to kill the song. I'll give it a chance, but like this is gone. I think I'll check here. Ooh, outpipped him by 1, no? Sorry, here, well... hang on, we get back to that. Let's see. Got her back to flush draw there. Good night, Winter Cheese. Thanks for the host, mate. Appreciate it a lot. Right, so this table is breaking, that is fair enough. Okay, heads up against Ismo here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a song for the chopping block. Hell no. Want to see you at 50 soon. Thanks. Although there's a chance you're saying that because you're looking to take my money. Which is fair enough, it is poker after all. But yeah. Me too. Me too. Ace is down here, huh? I dig it. Ah. Woot! I heard the noise. Iron Man 1127. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. So, definitely one I'll be c-betting on. Not giving up much equity. If we get raised, if he doesn't have a king, be sort of tough for him to call. So, we get raised by 1 buck into 2. We have to gutter the backdoor flush draw. Let's take 1 off in position. There are some decent turns. Not necessarily a 4, but like a 5, 6, 8 would be fine. Bit of check here, which is nice. Go for the pot size. Let you know how that goes. Here we get raised. We call with the king, queen, jack. 8, double suited. Get called here. Of course, not gonna end well for us by a lone king with a jack kicker, huh? And this is quite a bet size. For that, I'll let it go. Man, all the PLO 20 tables on micro are breaking around us. Certainly is a pity. No, you say. No, I... Good anyway, you meant it. You grow not to take him on. Likewise. Very much so likewise, Mr. Cheese. Thanks for saying that, that's very nice. Now... I'm gonna go for the bet fold here. For the very reason that it was a backdoor straight run he called with a King 9 there, okay. Set. Here things are a little bit more interesting as well, giving us top 2, the flush draw. Things get exciting up here as well. So, gonna come over top, get called, make the queen high flush. Whoa. Okay, also pretty nice. Ooh. Oh, how's that for a turn here? Go down on table 1. Oh, here we have the second nuts, right? Okay, given by the speed he folded at, I think bet sizing was immaterial here, as then he would have folded pretty much any bet size. Good full house here in a single raise pot, which had been checked through all the way. Could have sized down here maybe a little. Pretty sure what I'm hoping to get called by. Maybe a flush, but I doubt it doesn't make much sense. So when you have a flush that they can now call that didn't bet on the turn. Now we've seen this a lot. Bet flop, check turn, then fold subsequently. The golden blazer in my channel, now that is an honor. Sorry, could have gulped there. Let me try this again. Welcome to the channel, Golden Blazer. It's rare to see you have time to watch other streamers, because you're always so very busy. If you guys do not know the Golden Blazer, then you should definitely check him out. He has an awesome channel, plays pretty high stakes tournaments and sit and goes, and does so very, very successfully, semi-professionally, and puts a lot of pros to shame with his monthly earnings. So just an awesome and very lively community. Also the best behaved Nightbot I've ever seen. So nice to see you here, Golden Blazer. How are things going? I saw you had a pretty spectacular month last month once more. And they actually named it... I see, I was meaning to tweet you about it. They... First I thought you were joking, but they actually named the tournament after you. The Golden Blazer Invitational on ACR, I believe. I might have the wrong side there. Maybe it was a different one. Because I've seen you play in the last couple of weeks, and I doubt you were doing that on ACR, given the state that side is in currently. So we make all the pairs here. And lose against the what now? Okay. So yeah, I don't really need to play this table. This guy is pretty aggro to my left. Ismo is a friend of mine, certainly, but can be profitable to play against, but he's just too lucky against me. Ah, that's not the reason why I would leave. I just don't think it's a nice table to be at. We'll leave it. It's good. Oops. Oof, that'll work for me. Popping trips with all the best kickers. What kind of race size is that? Grudgingly, but for this race size I really don't want to fold. Oh, you do flop the blocker, might be worth something. Raphael, Matera in the channel as well. I am so on indeed. Oh, Golden Blazer, thank you very much. And likewise, you know, my shoutout was from the heart. You have an awesome channel. Thank you for saying that. So, come over the top here. 400 PB is never a mistake to come over the top. Calling is fine, the big blind, sure. Now the whole thing gets a little bit less enjoyable. Rarely check raises. He raises a c-bet very infrequently as well. I'll let it go. Yeah, not the most profitable day. I think in spots I also haven't played all that well. But generally speaking, we got the money in pretty decently on the whole. And they're currently down a little bit. More than I'd like. Yeah, 5 buy-ins roughly, I think. Oh, I think we're up on micro though. Nah, not really. Yeah, 5 buy-ins. It's fine. I mean, we didn't have a losing day last week at all. We took down 28 buy-ins total. Right. This guy finds a lead here. 3 people, I'll let it go. Into 2 people, excuse me. Oh no, actually to 3, like this person you limped. And then folded to his lead. Okay, giving us the jack high flush 3 ways. Very, very aggressive player leads out now. I think that makes matters a little bit more complicated. What I'll do is that's not helpful. I was hoping for the board not to pair, so like say none of these have the nut flush here, and it goes check check, then I would definitely bet pot. And now as played, I definitely will. I don't think anybody's like he's not checking a full house at this point. Yeah, I think that's fine. If we get called, then that, so be it. But we don't. Oh. I don't know, Golden Blazer, if you have a YouTube channel, did you have any problems yet with the recent YouTube poker content purge that's been going on? Doesn't matter that we would have flopped a 6 here, we wouldn't have been in this hand, and we are not. Well, actually, let's watch this. A little bit more exciting. Here I get a check now. I called because I have pair and the flush draw. Oh, I blocked the nuts. Also still have the flush draw as backup. Actually a gutter 2 is straight as well. Oh. Ooh. Ace as well. Watching the real action player here. Old spree. Okay. Gunner ourselves. Yeah. I don't know, maybe sometimes raising with the gutter is maybe a thing. Yeah, I think it would have been worth a shot there. Ooh, and the end of this week, there will be just all kinds of funny to me. There will be nut raisin merchandise in its own section on badbeatclothing.com. I sent them my final, slightly updated, slightly niced up version of my logo, and I put it on things. As per request from the chat stream. I'm not, never assumed that my channel is large enough to warrant a merchandising section, but the chat was asking for it. Not the chat stream, I misspoke there. The chat. So yeah, that's the thing, I'm excited about it. Against Ismo, I'm gonna raise here, don't mind isolating him. Also, there's a lot of history between him and my... Get a cold call here, that's by a short stack, really? Like, that shouldn't be a thing at all. On this flop, the money's going in. I think. Do this one a little bit differently, actually. Got a bit small here, like, see what he can't really call. He can either come over the top, possibly shutting him out, or if he calls, we'll reopen the action. Okay, it's an open-ender, and that's it for us. Unless he makes a full house. Nope, we make a full house. Raise fold this one. That'll do us just fine. Also, I almost forgot here. A little bit behind on my chatting and emoting today. So what's up with that? Giving us a flush draw on top. Ooh. This time we have the aces themselves, huh? Long time to see. I dig that this table is filling up. Take it on pre, certainly noteworthy. This guy has a under the gun open fold range. Beat that every day at PLO 20. For now, opened up a PLO 10 table because I can't get a seat on an additional PLO 20 table on micro. Not one that's looks inviting. Well, that's no fun. We do have a gutter though. Telling us that's not very useful at this point, fair enough. Down here we have a small splash. Okay, never mind. Gets opened, I'll happily fold it. Cup pair and the nut flush draw. Sounds pretty good to me. Although I will be wary once this guy check raises. We've seen him do that, at least that I noticed, twice, and at least the second time he had a set. First time I've elected to fold. Gets the button open, I'll raise fold this. Sort of a blocker bet, and I'm gonna fire a lot if hearts roll off here. Well, that's definitely helpful. Up to... not top two. Top and middle. Don't let it be ace 10, I guess. Sure, what else it could be. That's unfortunate. The ragged ace 10, 5 deuce. Man. The force is not with us today, I would say. No, well. Ooh, where the PLO 20 table opens. That done. Here, top pair. Get the same hand, made a better kicker and made a better two pair. Okay, a lot of money behind here. The top pair, the gutter, and the nut flush draw, of course, so I'm not folding there. I think c-betting is okay on the turn. I'll leave this table, switch it out for a PLO 20 table. Really closing the action? Double suited aces? I think I'm folding double suited aces closing action. A pair, a gutter, and a nut flush draw. Sounds pretty good to me. Ooh, wow. Just was a snap raise there, huh? Yeah. Actually, we have two pair, though. Also two pair in the gutter. Okay. Ah, we take one down. I don't know with the ace-10 if I can fold it. Maybe. I mean, turn, is he doing it with a draw when he came over the top there? Kinda doubt it. On the other hand, there was a lot of money in the pot at that point. A lot of money in the pot. On the whole, this seems to be the most interesting table we have open right now with this gentleman. I'd rather play this one heads up. Also, we can call a raise with his hand. It's not a great one, but still. So, we flop a pair, we flop a double gutter, one of which would be to the nuts. Actually, no, I tell a lie, we only flop a gutter. Another PLO 20 table on run at once opens. Wait. Jack is giving us an open ender. How about a huge splash? We don't even need to win it, just give us a huge splash for some added excitement there, that would be sweet. No, I'm surprised that he finds a fold here in a 5 PV splash. Top pair, not flush blocker. I think checking behind is fine. You're starting off right here on the new PLO 20 table. Three bet pot. Turn a gutter as well. Okay. Betson gets called, huh? Interesting bet size. Okay, please call me bet. Doesn't get called. So, that's the second hand in a row that he 3-bets holding in position. Oh, Stacy leads here, okay. That's kind of an iffy spot. I don't think there's many sets here. Might actually be good for now, and there's a lot of money in here. So if we're flipping, we're probably, I think, yeah, just a flush draw. Want nice. No pair, just a flush draw. And a little bit better. It busted Stacy right out, it seems. Looking to play heads up here. I'm stick around for a few hands. So here we have top pair. Coming for the check raise preferably. Top pair, open ender, and second nut flush draw. Pretty fine to me. Two pair. A straight board, but we do have the 6, so I don't mind betting here. If I get raised, I can reevaluate against this bet size, so I can call. Decided to let it go. Yeah. Third pair left, so shall I. Hold here. Definitely nicer kings this time around. King, king, queen, 10, single suited. Horrible at all. Take it down pre. Yeah, let it go. Let's see what's the solver position on that. Queen Jack 8 offsuit, huh? Blind versus blind. That would be a raise fold, actually. Interesting. The more you know. Queens now. All behind. Well, there's a race fold. Maybe it's even interesting. Yeah, flop the overpair. That is one long ass tank. So he's doing a lot of c-betting. Checks I will bet here. This guy to fold, which is already very nice. Ah, this not so much. Hope a king or 10 rolls off. Then I can bluff here. And we will, no matter if he checks or if he bets. Gonna put more money in. Let's see how that goes for us. Now to put me on blockers here is not easy. Let's say. And we take it down, nice. Passive, who's passive? And if they were tight, I would try to ISO him here again and play a hand of position. I don't know, maybe the splash bot would make it borderline worth it, but meh. I think avoiding this spot is a little bit better still, even with the extra 3 big blinds here. Doesn't matter that we would have flopped the king. Or, you know, 2 of them. Wait, is there another PLO 20 table and run at once gone? Still 12 entries in the pool. The deuce. Really? Okay. Well, we do have a PLO 10 table on run at once. That's sweet. Just opened one on microgaming. I shall close that one. Nope. Okay, if it gets folded to us, that's a different story. Wait, this is the same? Oh, right. I closed the PLO 10 table earlier. I thought it broke. That explains why it's still around. I left for greener pastures. Gonna call again because of my blockers, and there's some nice bluffing turns to roll off. Boucher! Nice to see you. Yeah, doing excellently. Had a fishing trip last weekend, and I hope the same is true for you. I mean, not necessarily the fishing trip, also I do hope that too. But I hope things are going well on your end. And that's not one of the cards I was waiting for. Yeah, nice to see you here. We're down today a little bit, like 4 or 5 buy-ins currently, I think. Check. Yeah, 4-ish. But in the best of spirits. So, you know everything as well. There is not Fouché, they're all the same. If you want, you can talk to... what's his name? Either Epic Tilter or... Yeah, you can talk to Epic Tilter, he can give you some pointers. Unfortunately, I can't give you specific pointers because of a clause in my advance contract, which is fine. But they're all the same. So MPN Microgaming Network is a network, so all the sites access exactly the same player pool. And the only difference is like what sort of things they offer on top, basically. Checking here, I think that's fine. So yeah, all of them are gonna have the same action, the same players and all that. Get into, I think we're just gonna call. Ooh, indeed, the second PLO 20 table on Micro has opened, that's awesome. We'll get called and this guy calls too, that's curious. Hope nobody rivered kings here. Looks like we're good. Yeah, I figured. Fouché. I figured. All good. That's what you meant. Yeah, so no difference there at all. Like, check out which one you like best. And ask Epic Tilter or Gloryman, they can give you some further pointers on the Discord if you want. Paired, completely offsuit hand here. Oh, with the extra money in there. Sort of a real estate problem with the new. Yeah, I don't. I figured out which table I'm gonna close. But it shall be my birthday in about a little more than a month, 1.5 months, something like that. And then I will, since it's a large round one, I think I might have a bigger screen afterwards, and then I might be able to fit more than 4 tables on it as well, should I so choose. Which I might. I'll have to see how it goes with streaming and talking and all the concentration. That's not a fun flop for our hand at all, unfortunately. This one is a fun pre-flop. Here we're gonna let it go. That's fair. Comes over the top, we're putting the money in quite happily. Still don't mind getting raised too much. Checking is certainly the more cautious approach here. Huh. Definitely here. Then here it's a little bit too disconnected to come over the top, I think. Just calling is fine. The wrap, huh? Get raised on a rainbow board. Okay. Working out nicely for us. Sure, Fouché, sure. I'd love to give you more, but I can't do more in the stream, as I said, unfortunately. But yeah, ask these two dudes on the Discord and they'll be very happy to help you out. Okay then. Not this time. Ah! So you went on a fishing trip after all. That's kind of funny. With a fly rod? Oh man, that is the high art of fishing. The fly fishing. Don't we have the lakes and rivers for that near me? So I haven't, unfortunately yet haven't had a chance to learn it. But I'm still planning on learning that at some point in my future. I like fly fishing a lot. Largemouth would be largemouth bass, I assume. Nice. And those on the fly rod, man, they ought to be very entertaining. Cool. Right, up here for a pot size. I'll let it go. Now stand at this table. Better not play short-handed. Alright, I completely missed the question there. So, get to it in a moment. Back here. All here. Right, our fishing trip was excellent, Fouché. Thank you for asking. We caught 3 walleye, or pike perch. Zander, called in German. And had a lot of attacks, a lot of bites. And just an all-around awesome day. Pretty exhausting. I left here around midnight. We got to the Elbe River at like 3 in the morning, and then we fished until noonish. Yeah, until noon, and then we, you know, had another 2 hours drive home. So certainly was well exhausted at the end, but man was it awesome. Here we make the nuts. Also blocking other people making nuts quite handily. Gonna give him the bad news in a moment. It is stay bad news. What's that for a turn? Took it down here. Awesome. Not stay nutty. Yeah, and this Friday we're possibly going fishing again. And then of course come next Wednesday I'll be gone. I'll be at the lake from Wednesday until Sunday. Wow, I like that. And so I'll be taking like a week vacation there. Because usually when I come home from the lake I'm completely exhausted for 3 or 4 days. So that's definitely one of the highlights in my year. So I'm looking very much forward to next week, Wednesday. Gonna be float fishing with a Wagler float for tench, which I'm... You were from Canada, right? So I know you don't have them. It's too cold in Canada for tench. You're like a relative of the carp, but as opposed to carp, which I don't really like to eat, tench is super delicious. Even though the bones are kind of annoying, the small bones, but eh. Delicious fish. Got a bunch of sort of marginal spots. This one I'll check here. Decided to lead out. Get raised, huh? By somebody who's short. Kinda want to put it in here, I think. Okay, just a flush draw, huh? Don't get there. That would just be nasty. Oh, come on! Nasty as well. Call. I mean, there's something to be said for coming over the top here, just ISOing this guy as aggressively as we can with any sort of reasonable hand. For which this one would probably qualify. The Xander, it's an excellent fish for eating, yeah. Those we let go, like 2 of them weren't of like the legal measurements, the legal length, the determining factor in Germany. And the third one was slightly over, but we almost always take them when they are a little bit larger than that one was. I think the largest one was 55 centimeters. Yeah, this time there wasn't any eating, but I plan on eating some tench next week. Last year I caught a 42 centimeter one, which was the largest I had so far. And for tench, that's nice. Like a really huge, like once in a lifetime sort of tench is slightly above 50. Like if it's 60, then you're probably in the top 10 in the whole of Germany, something like that, I would think. Oh, I certainly could have come over the top here. I should have too. Well, 2 flush draws. Rare. Would have been a thing. Unfortunately, none of them is coming in. At this point, I'll let it go. This is a nice one to keep c-betting on. Get raised, we're not Gonna hate it. Plus we have the dead nut flush draw as well. Price up a little though. Man, and right now all the microgame tables do not look inviting, at least not the PLO 20 tables. I think this one is kind of okay, where we have 2 spots to our right to boot. The other 2? Well, one of them is sort of okay. Tell a lie. Getting up here. Started so nice. Okay, let's keep watching here. Wow. A 3-bet pot, 3 ways. So today, for the day, we're down a bunch. I would reckon around 5 buy-ins currently. Yeah, can play my part of that on our dealer. Actually, the most part. When we got the money in, we usually got it in ahead, I think. Oh well. No big deal. Also not a horrible day, minus 5 buy-ins. Does not qualify as horrible just yet. Ooh, they're playing for a decent one here. Wow, neither one of them had a hand that would justify a pot this large, pre-flop or on the flop. Oh. The deuce. Honestly, don't know. I'm gonna fold it to raise, so let me check one out. It's 9. Yeah. The right idea there. Didn't follow through. Should not be raised at all. Also, double suited hands you can just leave be. Now here against Ismo, I don't mind being in there a little bit lighter. I think this one's actually kosher. I looked similar hand up earlier. The 9-10-8 is just strong enough to call there on the combined with position. Let's check it out. Kinda. It's an interesting one, giving us a very decent wrap. Can win it right here. 10-9-8. Yeah, it's a fine call. Fine preflop call. Now is played. We're not folding this. So Ismo can be really wild. Just running just pure against me. Can't do much. let it go. One guy missing here, I think that's okay. On a 600 table, I wouldn't have raised this pre. Not under the gun. Blind versus blind. I call the suited ace. Two pair now. I really doubt he would check a flush draw unless straight draw unless it's one has absolutely no hearts in it, possibly no spades in it either. Here, huh? Okay. Top set and a gutter sounds alright. Keep this guy, like, make it easy for him to stay in. I think we're gonna put it in right now. Doing pretty well. Great, unless the king rolls off, we're fine. Also gonna be a raise fold if we get raised. Checking out those jacks, the silver perspective is there. Ooh, decent splash down here. Yeah, that's a hand. And actually the 8-7 is fine to raise call and... yeah, to raise and call. I figured it might not be, but I wasn't sure anymore. Turns out I had it wrong. Did it right, but had it wrong. Oh. If we get raised here, like under normal circumstances, we would need to fold. Let's see extra money in here. I really don't think I will. I don't think I should. Checking what the maximum bet size is here, okay. So half pot for all intents and purposes. So we do have a spade, we have a pair, we have the backdoor flush. This much extra money in here for half pot, I'm not folding. Now this... interesting. Still behind a lot of the aces. Not a fun river. Spade here. Now without a spade, I'm not even thinking about calling here. I'm just putting this away. I'll let go. Just big quick bet. Keep calling down. Oh man, really? Killing independent George. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I good there often enough to be calling? I think calls like these might be part of the reason why I'm down today. What is nice, however, is that it's in the middle of the week. It's 1:15 in the morning, Central European Summer Time, and there's still 2 PLO 20 tables going on. So the patch is definitely working out for run it once. Now close it. I would have followed this against one. Closing the action. Slightly different story. Closing the action versus 2 people. I mean, we get a much better price here. Okay, that's as we can call. We queen, so fair enough. I don't know, with the king, I mean, that probably results-oriented thinking, but maybe one spot to come in for the race every once in a while. So we're gonna do a lot of checking here. Turn a gutter up here in the limp pot where we're in the big blind. Oh, kind of interesting, I would say. A pair, an open-ender, and a flush draw. And 9 high flush on the turn. A lot of checking here. I'm not gonna do anything but check behind. Be good. So this guy, how often do we see bet? I don't know. But pot size, really? Certainly gonna fold. Outside kind of throwing me off. Usually don't do that a lot with the nuts there. At least I don't. I usually go for slightly smaller sizing. We have a gutter and then a flush blocker. Doesn't lead. He doesn't lead too large. See if I bet here. Bet on the smaller end so he can't raise too large. So if he raises, I'm gonna call, and there's still a lot of rivers. Not necessarily the ones that give me the nuts or give me a full house. But there's still a lot of rivers I can put pressure on. Any diamond. Of course, an 8 would give me the nuts as well. Check 10 here. I mean, we definitely benefit from a smaller SPR out of position. Can't be horrible. Check it out. Actually, I'll wait with checking out because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do against the re-raise. Raise of folds, that's good news. You get a 2 heads up, that's already huge. Yeah. Nice. Qualifies. So if he comes over the top, the money's going in. So, check this one out. Big blind, so blind squeeze under the gun. He doesn't have queen jack. Queens would be worse. That's pretty good. And that does it for us. Very nice. Kazam. Jack 10-3 should just be called, shouldn't be squeezed. Take a note on this guy. Alrighty. That one certainly helped. And if we're good on the turn, we're still good here. Straight up steal this one. So when check all the way, single raise pot from the button. I elected to call. So I don't think we would have checked any straights here on the flop and on a turn. Then again, I probably wouldn't have, but still I'm out of position, that helps. Making this story a little bit more believable. As in out of position, I could check some straights even on the turn. Like make it a 5-8 without any diamonds. And I get called, unfortunately. By the 4-5. We were blocking exactly the kind of hand, exactly the hand I was targeting. Not exactly the kind of hand. Exactly the straight cards. And in my sides to try to get a fold. Well, certainly gonna help my image, or whatever that's worth. Let's hope that pays dividends in the future. 2 pair now, huh? Any bet I would have called. Ooh, the blue shirt left from table 1. That is a proper pity. Ace up here, 500 BB. Lucky somebody squeezes now. No luck. Yeah. Checking is fine. Oh, blue shirt return. Just put some money into the bank. That's fair. Turning gut shot. Now any board pairing card would have been nice here as well, because I don't think he bets this small with the 9-8 here. Rainbow board. This of course is very lucky. Ooh, and I just got some mock-ups of the merchandising with the logo that Bad Beat Clothing is gonna put on their store at the end of this week. Put it in the Discord later. You can show it on stream too. Yeah, quite nice. It's just too funny. Again, by request by the chat. The merchandising, otherwise I wouldn't have gone this way just yet. What's the other one, the hoodie? Yeah, I think it's quite nice. The logo here with the more detailed kings. Some details missing there. Dig it. Okay, bluff got through down here. And here we're gonna put our bluffing shoes on at this point as well. We know was the one who raised the c-bet with top pair and the flush draw. In a splash pot, closing the action, we're gonna call with a pair, otherwise I fold this. Flop. Nothing possible future blockers here with the 9s. Yeah, cool. I think those look nice. I'll get one myself. At least I'll have one customer. Okay then. Comes to bluffing spots, I think this is another fine one. The 6 would actually give us this rate. It's unfortunate that she has seen us bluff a lot. Or at least, well, not a lot, once. This time we're gonna do it for pot. Ugh, come on, really? Like, what? What are you calling? That hand. So I was fairly certain she didn't have a pocket pair on the... She didn't have a set on the flop or the turn. But she had the 8 deuce is... not ideal. Put it like that. That's frustrating. Go for the bet fold here, I think. Actually, no. Not gonna go crazy post though. Go for the small bet fold. Oh. Those are the queens on table 1. With a jack and an 8. Okay. I'll call them, I'll check out if these are a squeeze. I have no idea. And that's perfect. Calling there. Flopping us an overpair and both backdoor flushes. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this guy is pretty c-bet happy. If she folds, we're still gonna call. Calls. Okay then. Okay. Yeah, maybe I have to readjust my side against this guy who's so very bet happy and raise happy that raising his c-bets might be a profitable thing as well. I have no idea where this number is coming from, by the way. Certainly can't be correct. The one just on screen down here, like for how many binds I took to the tables. I kinda doubt that number a little bit. Right, flopping nuts for a change. Called us, snap called too. Really? Really, pants? They left the table afterwards. Kinda makes me think he was bluffing. Let this table go, replace it with an additional PLO 20 table. Ooh. And up here. They're playing a big one, wow. No dice. Flush draw takes it down. The pure flush draw too. Huh. What a turn, wow. If it goes check, I'll definitely bet. Nobody's checking a straight here. They come over the top, I'm putting the money in. Sorry, I had the wrong table in focus there. My bad. Not a great flop to c-bet on. Does help. The bet fold. I don't think we have any equity to lose should we get raised. Take it down. There, huh? Again, what's the solver approach here? And the solver approach is to cold call in the small blind. Yeah, let's try this coming over the top thing against him. I'm gonna pot it at this point. Yeah. Take it down. Flop. Rather above average down here, flopping the nuts. Backdoor flush draw as well, which is coming in that flush part. Oh, wow, really? Okay then. Called Smo, we had a set and drew to a flush as well in the end. Nice. One for the good guys, getting some money back on micro. Session now a little bit less terrible. So on micro we're down a buy-in. How things are going on once. Once we're down then 4, like 3.5. So 4.5 buy-ins down and something like that. Well, we were doing much worse a couple of minutes ago, so that's all fine. Course is excellent. When it comes to bluffing opportunities here. Against Ismo though, who might be rather sticky here. Still, having played it like this, go for it. Nope, not this time, huh? Nothing going on anywhere. Turn the top pair, we still have the gutter. Bet sizing, I'm gonna call. Might actually call down now. A whole bunch of draws missed. First we're dead to a 9-7 or what else? Like jacks, 10s. Really? We're also dead to trips there. It's a small raise here, I don't know what. I'll let it go. Just too disconnected. The open limp, huh? I like to see that in a player. That's pretty much gonna be it for this hand. Turn amazing, like I guess a jack would be the only thing that would be interesting here. Oh, a huge one down here. Both of them fill up. Fair enough. Yeah, jack on the river doesn't quite does it for our hand here, unfortunately. Doesn't quite does it, doesn't quite do it. Wow, hello current nuts. Check it once more. Get raised, really. Just the blockers. No good. Well, I guess then the flush draw on top. So not nice materialized here on table 4 for us. Well... Nah, I'm not gonna try to represent kings. So I think in around 20 minutes I need to kinda end the stream, I think. I have to walk the dog still. Kind of a weird time for it, but it didn't work out any other way today. Some more hands to be played before then though. Tight passive, huh? Okay then. Nothing interesting going on in the table current. I mean, here gets folded to us. Not against these guys. Just specifically against him, lose aggro. Do this one. Your hand. Though it doesn't have an ace, we have a king high flush draw and connectivity. Top 8 got to a nut spectre flush draw. Ooh, wow. Don't mind if I do. Get called too? Wow, how did that work? What does this guy have? Like a lower straight then, I guess? Nines? That? No, the ace, king, queen, deuce? What the deuce? With the top pair? Oh, wow. The river with top pair on straight boards. Okay, the min rate never ceases to be entertaining. Well, let's not have any of that. Now if we get raised, the question is, do we call or do we come over the top? And I'm actually favoring coming over the top. This is like a limp re-raise kind of type of deal. I would much prefer to play this hand heads up or something like it. Now. See what happens here. Here we have superb aces. Ace, ace, jack, 10, double suited on in the small blind against Ismo, who can be fairly, you can be on the nutty side. Strikes him. Wow. Okay then, let's like this. This guy bets really small, which I don't get at all. This board. What the? What the? What? I don't get it. So here, now if he bets pot, really gonna hate life. I don't get these bet sizes. One river, unfortunately. Air the board as well, might storm down. Not. But what the hell was that on table 2? Like 4-bet fold, or what was that? Yeah. Okay. Well, it certainly helped the old bankroll. There's way too many gaps here. More aces do we had up here? So we're not getting him to fold here. We are like this with a 70% VPIP. Loon is floating the part out of position. Okay. Not a flop for our hand, unfortunately. Fair enough. What's the tally right now? I don't think it changed much. Yeah, down 5-ish binds. Get a little more than that, like 6-ish. Eh. Flop. Really? Did you really river jacks here? Ooh. Are you kidding me? Oh. Well, that one helped. Perked me right up. This one's kind of helping too. Being raised part, I was the initial raiser ever since then it went check. It called, really. That ought to be a good sign. Like rivet queens? Maybe a 10-9? Yeah, rivet queens. Ace, queen, queen, 7. Funny. Still no huge splash, huh? I haven't seen that new blue stylish background for the large splashes. But man, I'm impressed. 14 entries in the PLO 20 pool. That hasn't been a thing for weeks at this time of day during the week. And they haven't even announced, Run It Once hasn't even officially announced that the patch is out. Like they haven't had a tweet to that effect or anything like it. A lot of people came back already. Nice. I dig seeing that. And I must say, the client is now absolutely rock solid. Haven't had a single crash ever since the servers have been up. We had some crashes in the beginning, but those were server related all. crashed, the servers went down as well, so that was not client related. This guy comes over the top. I think he's had it for the day. Hope we flop nice. That'll have to do. The 5, he has a 5. That's that. I had misclick, and I actually did. He ended up just settling on folding here with this guy to our left. Really? Well, fair enough. What's going on? So Neophyte, raiding with a party of 5. Hey, you know, that's funny. I'm sort of at the end of my session as well. I was looking for somebody to raid, and you were high on my list. But still a few more hands to play. Give a shout out to Neophyte. I forgot the meaning of your name. So thank you for the host, everybody who just came over with Neophyte. My name is Nut Raisin. I stream PLO and I do it full time. Currently playing PLO 20 after a unfortunate move up to PLO 50, which didn't work out. But yeah, I prefer to play as much as I can on Run It Once. And if we don't have enough action there, I have some micro gaming tables on the screen as well. And it's a decent-ish hand to call it 3-bet with. It's a 3-betting range we're doing nicely. Yeah, thanks for coming over, everybody. Yeah, can't do much here. Pair in the gutter. No spades. We are sitting on some nice stacks, predominantly on this table where we took a whole bunch of money from this Nusco character. I have an okay-ish single days up here, Ace Queen Jack. Or... yeah, and possibly if you care a little bit more about me, I used to be a professional, for at least for a while, a professional limit hold'em player way back in the day. Took a break from poker and then I got excited about PLO 1.5 years ago and took a month off, figured out if I liked the game or not. Turns out I do. And then I started short stacking, which I know is universally looked down upon, and I get why. But that was just way easier to learn. Way less pre-flop stuff and almost no flop stuff. So I did that semi-professionally for more than a year. And when Run Once opened, I figured I'll try it out, knowing that there's no short stacking there. Tried out the 100 big blind poker. And took a liking to it immediately, and the next day I turned on the webcam and took a liking to that as well. I've hardly turned it off since. Yeah, but since then I'm streaming 6 hours a week, usually 8 hours or more for the most part. And have been doing pretty well as well. Even though the PLO 50 move up didn't work out in our favor. I think we're up around 200, I haven't done the math in quite a while, around 290 buy-ins or something since Run Once open, so since middle of February. Which, mind you, includes the streamer rakeback and the deposit bonus. Another big one here. Caught by kings here, huh? Now, what's the move here? Without blocking straights against a very tight character, I'll just let it go. I don't know if I forgot to ask Neophyte, but how did your session go? You play no limit, right? Or do you play tournaments? Not really with the raise. Oh, but oh, it's pretty crazy. We're deep against him. This guy doesn't. Well, it boils down to I want to be in this hand. No miracle flop, unfortunately. Yeah, but Ismo is crazy sometimes with this guy, so I don't mind trying to play as many hands as I can against him. It was a completely horrible one. One that's cold calling there a lot, granted, but yeah. So out of position, this guy now sitting 2 buy-ins deep. Isn't ideal having him to our left. Get to raise 3 times in a row, really? Okay. Anybody's getting tired of it yet? So far not tired enough to raise. Wow, that's not bad. And an open ender. No rainbow board. Okay. Mighty nice. Bluff at it. I think that's our best bet of getting more money out of him. I think I'm gonna go for the pot because, like, anything I do here looks mighty strong. This has probably the best chance of being perceived as a bluff. Like aces blockers or tens. Aces on 2 tables. It's a short stack if you... it doesn't put the money in. Wow. Really? Well, let's do it your way. I don't really see the point in just calling at this point, leaving like 25 BB behind. We're doing pretty well unless the king rolls off. And Shazam! Nice. Lol. Well, nice hand. It was a kind of a setup spot there on the flop, but you know, I don't get the point in calling. Also, shouldn't be 3-bet, 4-bet, whatever the number is there. She has specifically ace, king, 3. Maybe sometimes, but I don't know. Too excited about her 4-betting. I mean, results-wise I am. Saying it's not the hand to do it with. Well, for the most part. Now, leading here doesn't accomplish much. In a tiny pot. Are we still good? Really? No. Grenade takes it down. Wow. What is going on here? Aces against what and what and what? Hearts? Yeah, this guy has hearts. How? Like, did they all get the signal to go, or what happened there? The deuce. Wasn't a huge splash either there. I missed something major, but I don't think it was. Oh, it was €1 splash. Wow. So I'm definitely calling here. I think everybody might be a little bit steamed up now. Get a nice flop for the hand though. Wow. Okay. I'm rubbish his heads up at the best of times, and at the end of my session I don't think I'll be doing much of that. And out of position here, I like calling better than me raising. Yep. Does I take it down pre? That's of course the throw move. And with that we're still down for a day, but not near as harshly as before. Well, we're still down. Just we told like 5 binds. We're down 6-ish or 6.5-ish earlier, it's fine. Made some mistakes here and there, but in the whole, got the money in pretty well when I went all in. Too many river calls, especially for pot size bets for my liking. Still need to get more of those out of my system. Speaking of things and getting them out of your system, I think my dog needs a walk. So let's call it one more orbit. Wait until the blinds come around and then I'll sit out next orbit. Ashra, wow, chips are flying on this table. Doubt about it. Right, so if you guys enjoy the channel, I'll be back tomorrow. Like, there are gonna be a few more hands to play, but might as well say it now. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central European time, German time, basically, unless something comes up, but it rarely does. And it will be another long and hopefully more profitable day than streaming. Off streaming. More profitable than today, I mean. So this guy folds to 3 bets a lot. That's 3 bet then. So 4 bets a lot, but an 84% frequency folding against 3 bets is just huge. Okay then. Nasty. The gut on the flush draw, I think I'll gamble it up here a little bit. Let's hope he doesn't have aces. Whatever he has, it doesn't include higher spades than ours. And we're pretty much boned. Hey, aces is the best we could have hoped for. Wow. Don't do it! Oh, that was so nasty. Such a huge turn, man. Ugh. What a tease, that turn. What a tease. Well, that's not helping the daily results. It's up here against the guy who foldy post. Wow, that is a helpful turn. Never I've seen one. Excellent, putting straights out there. Called all the way, so let's hope we can call for another big bet on the river. Oop. We're likely gonna call down here against these small. Yeah, 5. It's unfortunately fair enough. That guy, man, he just always gets there against me. Okay, we'll go with the bet. Get a fold, that's nice. An ultimate hand of the stream for this table, and a few more hands coming up on another microgaming table. Alright, last hand on here, not a playable one. More hand up here. Oh, Toby, so I just saw your message in Twitch there. You know, it's probably more effective if you write to me on this. Ah, you don't have Discord, do you? No, you do. Because those messages I see far more quickly. I'll be happy to answer you in a moment, though. I'll do it before I leave with the dog. Okay, one more hand. Make it a good one. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. So, thanks everybody for watching. If you like the channel and you want to be informed when I come online, then hit the follow button, helps me out. If that's not your thing, that's cool as well. Then just check back in. You can check the schedule on my page if you care when I come back online as well. Also have a nice Discord server that is filling up nicely, and you'll find people there. So, yeah. Enough self-marketing. If you guys want to, then join me the next couple of days. And yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for spending time with me. And back for more PLO action tomorrow on this channel, 3 o'clock Central European Summer Time. Until then, I hope you have a nice night, evening, morning, whatever the time zone is for you.